Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL Codes. I'm Tasis, with me is Artosis. And dude, we got some excellent games coming up here today. We got two of the best Protosses in the world against two of the, and then we have two.
It's like 2 versus 2.
I know, it almost came like that. Then we have two of the most old school, awesome StarCraft 1 pro gamers duking it out right after that.
Tasteless.
Artosis.
The winner of the GSL, I think, is going to come out of the matches today.
Could be.
These four are unbelievably good. We
Absolutely.
have 3 champions, and we have HongUnPrime.
Actually, that's a great way to put it. 3 champions, Nada, Jelizer, Golden Mouse winners, and, of course, MC, champion of GSL Season 3. Hongun is a guy we've seen in basically every single GSL. He's had a very unique, sexy style. He definitely kind of marches by his own beat as far as strategies coming from him go. And, look, I'm really excited to see what the results of this first PvP are going to be.
Yeah, it's actually going to be really exciting. PvP is still morphing Tasteless. People have gotten past the only 4-warp gate. It's still an awesome build. We're still going to see it a lot, but it won't be every single game.
Thank
There's
God.
a lot of hard, difficult builds you can do against it. And then, of course, just throwing it in as well. I mean, the matchup is getting to be a lot better than it was, let's say, a month ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny. Sometimes, especially when you get early on in RTS games, this is really where metagame comes into play and trends start to really matter. Like we saw in Season 2, Terran versus Zerg. Every single Terran was just taking all of his STVs, sending them to the Zerg's base, and that, for a little bit, was the only thing that was really going on in the matchup. But
Zergs were dying out bit by bit, Tasteless.
they were bit by bit prime. I got nothing. No, but we had that for a while with our PvPs here as well.
Yeah.
There was always 4-warp gate rush against 4-warp gate rush. I don't believe we're going to see every single PvP that we're going to cast today be like that.
Certainly not.
Especially
no,
not with
builds
Hongun,
now.
who does his own stuff, and MC, who's just easily one of the best Protosses out there.
Let's take a look at yesterday's match results. A very sad thing did happen, Tasteless.
Oh, no.
Lucira took out Liquid Hawk 2-0. Of course, Lucira, one of the best Zergs in the world. And we had Leonok Foyu 2-0 over at ST Virus. And then we had Slayer's Alicia, my new man crush. I don't care if he's a boy with a girl's name, man. I love him. He went 2-0 against TSL Rain. And then we had Supernova 2-0 over Killer. And that leaves us with a T, a P, and 2 Zs in the top 4 of Code A. Pretty exciting.
I love it. Can't get more balanced than that as far as the race distribution. Unless we had a Zelnaga as the 4th race or something. I don't know what else we can do. Now, okay, for Code S, round of 8 matches. Today we're only doing 2 best of 5s.
That's right.
It's going to be oGsMC of Protoss against HongUnPrime, another Protoss. And, of course, after that, Jelizer against OGS Nada. Tomorrow we'll have San Zenith against SC Foyu and Fox Lin against any Pro Prime. By the way, this final 8 is completely different from Season 4's final 8.
Yes, it is. And thus, the top 4 will be completely different. So will the top 2, and the winner is going to be different as well, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Again, looking at those 2 days of players, it almost feels like today it's like, wow, these are the huge superstars. The other side is more rising names in StarCraft 2. I mean, of course, Lin, he's a champion from Warcraft 3, but hasn't done a whole lot in StarCraft 2 yet.
Most of the Warcraft 3 players in the GSL have had little success, so it's exciting to see Lin get as far as he has. And, yeah, I mean, Moon, unfortunately, even though he did very well at IEM, unable to really make much of a dent here at GSL. So it's exciting for Lin. And for all of us who are watching to kind of see Lin progress. Lin was a guy who literally was shooting auto turrets when there weren't battles.
Yeah.
In early GSLs. That was some snarpy stuff.
Like, oh, no, I'm scared.
He was like,
I just want to do it.
Dude, now he's like actually in the top 8 of Code S. He's come a huge way. And look, I know Artosis and myself are very hard on these guys, just like San Zenith when they weren't playing up to par, when they were making cannons, blocking their own fast expanding nexuses. But when they improve, well, we are happy to eat our words.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to be hard on them, Tasteless, because this is our game.
Well, this is
StarCraft
the biggest,
2,
best show on Earth.
It's the most beautiful thing in the world. If you're playing it poorly, I don't want the noobs to think that you're great and that's the way to play it. No, noobs. Don't be playing bad.
So, we've seen, we're going to go to our players now. And we'll pull those up on the screen. MC on the left and HongUnPrime on the right.
Very exciting matchup. Tasteless, MC, the champion of Season 3. He has been just crushing everyone in his path. His force fields are on another dimension from everyone else's. But that's not going to matter in this matchup because you don't see many force fields here. HongUnPrime, he's had some good PvPs. He's had a lot of good matches basically in every matchup. But it feels like he's just a little step below MC. Can he come out tonight and actually take out MC?
You know, one thing about Hongun is he's really known for having his own style. He is very confident going into the match. If he can humiliate his opponent, he will. I love it.
He is the Kratos Protoss Stasis. Used to be known as the Suicide Toss.
Yeah, on the left. Yeah, Kratos Protoss. On the right. Do we have a nickname for Hongun?
Not yet.
Not yet. You know, you sit tight, Hongun. We'll come up with one.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, before I say anything else, get on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, okay, first of all, you got to get your act together. All right. I'm sick of those people who are too cool for Twitter. Those are the people before who were too cool for Facebook. Got to take it off that site. Get on Twitter. Hashtag GSL.
Yeah.
Start talking about the GSL.
Tonight is the night, everybody. July Zerg against Nada. One of the biggest, most epic matches in StarCraft 2's history. It was one of the biggest, most epic matches in StarCraft 1 history.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about that. We have to get everyone watching that we possibly can. Get on there. Hashtag the shift in the 3-button GSL. Talk to me. Talk to Call Me Tasteless. Talk to Artosis. Talk to GomTV.net. Talk to everybody. Get this going. Let's trend it again. Last time we tried this, we got Jinro trending. We can do it again with Nada in July.
We could certainly do it today, guys. So get on Twitter. We want this a trending topic. Even if you don't use Twitter, I don't care. Go on there, make an account. Very easy. Do it. And we won't make you use it again until we decide to hashtag GSL another round of matches.
That's right. No, we know a lot of people are going to be tuning in for this match. Let's push it. Let's open up esports more. There are nerds out there that don't know what the GSL is, and nerds use Twitter. So let's get to those nerds.
No,
by trending
only the cool nerds use Twitter. All right.
Well, nerds by definition, by my definition, Tasteless, are cool.
No, there's not cool nerds, and those are the ones that are not using Twitter.
That's true.
I have a little two kinds of nerds explanation I'll go into when we don't have such a short amount of time to talk here. But be a cool nerd, get on Twitter, plug GSL, please. And by the way, special thanks to our sponsors at Intel, G-Skill, and Coca-Cola for making this event possible. And thank you for watching GSL, spreading the word, and promoting esports. Artosis and myself have been pro gamers for over a decade. And now, we're pro gamers and esports commentators. We want to share our passions with the rest of the world. All right, head-to-head here. Note the wrist stretching coming from HongUnPrime. That's actually very good to do before a match. I'm totally serious. I know mostly we just joke, but it's actually very good. Try rolling your wrist like that. Don't roll it too hard. You'll feel that stretch, some of the meat in your forearm.
Yep.
And,
don't eat that meat.
Nope. Artosis can't eat that meat. He's a vegetarian. Yep.
All right. Chikuras Plateau. You know, maps do make a difference in PvP. If you're really close positions on a map, then it's very hard to expand. But if you're far away positions, and suddenly, it's very hard to attack. This is with, of course, Colossi, not Warpgate units.
Yep.
But, anyways,
our countdown started. So let's get ready for some more PvP extra. I think we're not going to get better PvP, maybe even in GSL history, than these two guys duking it out. Very solid. As I know, as a Protoss player, I'm going to be taking some notes. You should be taking notes, too. So let's get ready with Taste and Tastosis here at the GSL. The game got dropped. I'm sorry. Just wondering how long I was going to stare
just
in that
when
camera.
the epic music's coming on,
I know,
and we're like frozen.
And then it crashed.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. Game got dropped, so we didn't go into the game screen.
Just a minute. We'll
Just
be
a
back
minute.
in there.
Settle down. I know you're breathing into a paper bag right now because you're freaking out because you want this game to go. It's okay. They're rejoining the game right now. Head-to-head here. Two of my favorite players, actually, as people here in the GSL. Both these guys very friendly, very competent.
Oh, yeah.
MC, always willing to speak English.
That's right.
Hongun
always willing to pick a rival that has no idea why he's Hongun's rival.
Hongun always willing to throw a dart at a wall full of photos of GSL players and say, "You are my new rival." All right, our countdown has started yet again, and the game is loading. So, again, here at the GSL, let's get ready for some more PvP action. Should be pretty sick. Over here in the red at the bottom left, he is
oGsMC.
Kratos Protoss. I know his ID says Minchell. MC, short for Minchell.
That's his name.
Oh, fans from Japan.
Yeah, we actually met that guy.
Yeah, we
Very
shook
nice
his hand.
guy.
Yeah.
Warcraft 3 player from over there.
Yeah. I still need to go to Japan. I've been all over Asia. All over the world, man. Yeah. Might go there in a couple months. All right.
It's a really fun place.
We actually I just ran over to the intro for HongUn. Sorry, HongUn. Over here we had HongUn, a very solid Protoss player. Thank you, Intel and G-Skill. Might as well be GG Skill.
Oh, tasteless.
Sorry.
Oh, tasteless.
So, they're cross spots. This doesn't mean that rushing is going to be any harder to do because Protoss can warp stuff in near you. But it does mean the late game, if we do go to Colossus, and I mean with late game in PvP, that's actually like the 10-minute marker. Getting the Colossus out is not going to play the same kind of role it would if it was on a map like Steppes of War. You're very far apart.
Yeah. Now, probes pass at almost the same time. Both scouting a little bit later because, well, there's only 2 places to scout. You don't actually need your probe over there too quickly. I'm wondering what they'll do. There's only so many builds that are super popular in PvP right now. There's rushing to 3 stalkers to stop a 4-warp gate. There's 4-warp gate. There's builds that are based upon what your opponent is going to do, that just you kind of metagame them. You're like, oh, he's going to do the Robo 3-stalker build to stop my warp gate, so I'm going to go ahead and cut units and get my stuff up quicker and get a few more probes. And then, of course, there's some other builds that are popping out right now, such as the 1 Robo, 1 Stargate Phoenix builds.
Yeah, you were telling me, I have not messed with that at all.
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's just getting out there where you go for the thing that looks like that the triple stalker Robo stop a 4 warp gate rush, and then you go into Phoenix and it crushes any Robo builds. So I'm wondering what these guys will use exactly. MC is warping out a stalker as quickly as possible. HongUn, he has Zaw and a stalker, getting double gas already, as you see. That can mean a few things. Getting double gas, it can be a little bit scary at first for a Protoss, because, of course, that's going to make 4 warp gate easier to pull off on you, but without extra sentries if you do need them. It oftentimes does mean blink stalkers if you see it this quick. Otherwise, good chance it'll be a Robo build. And in fact,
okay,
I'm surprised that
very standard. This is probably the most common build on the Korean server at Masters level. It is the 4 warp gate rush. Only get stalkers and zealots. Warp in 2 pylons at the bottom of your opponent's ramp. Uh-oh. Now, HongUn ideally wants to try to intercept the probe before it can plant the pylon. However, by the way, incredible micro here. Uh-oh. I think HongUn might be in trouble.
Yeah, HongUn is in trouble. He definitely did mess up there. MC totally out-microing him.
Oh my
bam,
God.
Going to kill all his units.
I'm not even calling this too early. That actually could cost him the game.
Yeah, in fact, MC